Yes, now terminal is visible to all of you. So usually what we are doing, we are typing pwd. Pwd means present working directory. Likewise date, dat date. Likewise ls command. So right now we are in Ubuntu. So what are the folders and files are there? Everything will be displayed by using the command ls. If we want to get detailed information, then ls space -l. Everything we discussed already. Okay, this but for refreshing only I'm explaining again. So what is the meaning of this? So control D. So what happened? We have newly created the file that is test.txt. That file contains the data hi all. Now I'm going to list out ls-l. What are the permission assigned to this particular file? So where is our file? See this. Before that, above that last file, that is test.txt. See this other user. For other user only, which permission given for other user? Tell me. Any one of you?
Read permission, sir.
Read.
Very good. Muhammad Nazib. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See this here. Read permission only given. Write permission is not, and also execution permission is not there. Just I'm giving now ch mode. It means change mode. I'm going to add that write permission. The file name is test.txt. Now see this. I have given the permission. We have to check by using this ls -l. Check it. Previously there is no write permission. Now there is write permission here. So now I will give the demo for whatever we have seen in the last class. So first we should know which shell programming type we are using. We have seen already two types of shell programming. One is Bourne shell, another one is C shell. In that Bourne shell again 3-4 types are there. Okay, that is Bourne shell, then Bourne again shell, that is bash is there, Con shell also there. So we have to check which one is there in this laptop. For that what we have to do, we have to type echo then $0. Just check it. Which shell programming I have in my laptop? Bash. Bash means Bourne again shell. Exactly, this is what we have in our syllabus also in the third unit. If you see that, then we can, just now we have seen date, time, whatever you want, you can check it. Now we can get into the VA editor. VA editor, many commands we have seen. So for that we have to type the command vi. Just you type vi, after that you type enter. After that we are getting, now we are in VA editor. Okay, this text editor or visual editor. Here it is like a text editor only, text editor only. So in this there are two modes are there. Already last class we have seen. One is command mode, another one is text mode. By default, when we enter into VA editor, we are in command mode only. Now we are in command mode. Command mode means what is that? We have to type the command. Many commands are there. No, if we want to move up, down, left, right, or we have to delete, copy, paste, replace. Likewise, so many commands are there. If we want to use all those commands, we have to use it in command mode only. By default, it is in command mode. Otherwise, if you are typing your program or if you are typing your text file, in that case, if you want to type any command, then what you have to do? First, you have to come out from the insert, text mode or insert mode. Okay. So how can you come out from the insert mode? Just you have to press the escape key. Okay. Escape key. Don't worry, I'm recording all those things. Again, I will upload it in the YouTube. Anyway, you can pay your attention here. If you not understand, you can watch this video again. You can clearly get the point. So if we want to get into insert mode, we have to press I. If we want to get out from the insert mode, we have to press escape. So now I want to type something so that I want to get into this insert mode. So I have to press this I. Now I am pressing I. After that I am typing something. Okay. So something I wrongly typed. If I use, see this. If I want to delete means if I press delete button, it won't work. So that if you want to delete any current character, then we have to press X. Oh, first before that we have to come out from the insert mode. Already we have seen, no? So in the text mode, we cannot use any command. If we want to give any command, first we have to come out from the insert mode. It means editing mode. Now by pressing escape button, now I come out from the insert mode. Now I am pressing X. Now it is deleting. See this? Now I am deleting A also. Now I am going to append, so that I am going to press A or I we can press. What is the difference between I and A means? I means wherever the cursor is present, from there itself we can start our typing. That is the meaning of I. If you press A means it will move one character forward. See this? Now I press A, it moved one character forward. Am I correct? Are you seeing this? So like this, something we can type here. 1 minute. So if you want to move forward, we have to use L. See this. Before that, see, I'm also making mistake. No, the reason is practice is required. Okay, next I have to press A. How are you? Like that. I'm typing. So now I completed my text. Whatever I want to keep it in my file, I completed. This is one way of editing. It is also working. Already I have checked all those things. But anyway, another way is just you can type VI and then file name test1.txt. Now we enter into this by pressing insert. Just you can type something. Okay. So after that, escape : WQ. Now we come out from the VA editor. Okay. So file, we can check the file also. In this way also we can check test1.txt. So file contents are there, and by using VA editor also we can check test1.txt. Okay, now also both are possible. If you want to come out by pressing escape, after that WQ, PWD and then LS. Two commands I am going to execute in this. WQ test2.sh. So see this. Now we have done with shell programming. So VI ls-l. So where is our file? Shell file. It is there. test2.sh. That is our shell file. So for other user, there is no execution permission. So we have to give the execution permission for other user. Plus X. File name is test2.sh. So already I told you, if you want to write any, create any shell file, the extension is .sh. Now we added the execution permission to our file test2.sh. You can check it again. Yes, now test2 is having execution permission. Now we can execute. Okay. / just you can give file name test2.sh. See this executed. So what we have executed, PWD is the first line, then after that ls-l. Otherwise we can add some more commands in the shell file. Vi test2.sh. This is my shell file. So already I have written two commands. Already I told you shell scripting means what we are doing, list of commands I am going to keep in a single file. Then all the commands in the sequential order will be executed. We'll go to next line. Okay. So I am keeping date command also. Previously PWD and ls, now I included date command. Now I save this file. So again we can execute this file. How can you execute? /root directory. After that the file name test2.sh shell file. See this. First line is PWD command execution, present working directory. Then second and third line ls command. Then fourth line is date command. Like that, more than one command we can keep it in a single file and we can execute. In reality, what we are doing, see, if we want to do multiple tasks, instead of doing one by one, what we are going to do, we can keep all those tasks in a single file, and one by one automatically sequentially it will be executed. That is, sequentially means one by one. Okay, that purpose only this shell script introduced. So now we can see some of the C program here. This is the way we have to type the shell program and keep the commands. Likewise, you can practice in your home. Clear. Now we can type program. Just now I showed you how we are going to keep commands, shell commands in a shell file, single file. Now I am going to explain you how are we going to type any program in a VA editor. Then how can we compile that program and execution? We will see now. So VI. Enter. We can type the C program here. First insert mode, enter into insert mode by pressing I. Include standard input output dot h header file stdio.h. After that, I'm not going to return any value, that is why void main. So here open braces. I can print only statement. It is not that much easy as you think. Practice is required. You cannot go back, you cannot delete anything, anything is not possible. That's why in the yesterday's class, Windows users, you will face more difficulty in order to work in this VA editor until you get practice. Welcome to Visual Editor, close bracket, then semicolon, then I close this function. So this is my simple C program. This program I have written in my VA editor. Then I'm going to that terminal and I can execute the C program. The same way all the programs in your lab, they have given only C program. What I am doing now, the same thing you have to follow for all the 12 exercise. Everything is similar only. So listen very carefully. So now my program part is over. Now I come out from insert mode to command mode, so that I have to press escape, then colon WQ. Then I have to give the file name here. File name is just I can give hello.c. This is most important. When you are writing C program, the extension should be .c. If you write any shell program, then the extension should be .sh. Press enter. Now we come out the file saved and also quit from the VA editor with the file name hello.c. Shall we check it? Hello.c is there or not? Is there or not?
Is there, sir?
Very good. So hello.c is there. Now how we have to execute this one? Listen very carefully here. So before going to execute the C program, first of all you have to ensure that whether the C compiler is there in your Linux machine or not. Actually in Windows machine, if you want to write a program, type a program and compilation execution means Jenny you are using. It means that is that execution exe file, no execution file, that you have to install in your machine. That is the case we are doing in the Windows operating system. But in Linux operating system, we cannot install such a way that we have to install all the software through commands only. How we are typing to know about present working directory by using pwd. The same way, if you want to install any software, not only this C software, C Turbo C or GCC compiler, any software, you can take VLC Media Player or any browser, any application software. If you want to install in this, you have to use the command mode only here. How can we install? Just I type it. Already I installed. If you are a new user in your system, it is not there. Just you can follow this one. Sudo apt space install, then GCC. This is the compiler name, GCC. If you type the command like this, what happened? But the thing is, internet connection is required in order to install this one, because this file, GCC Turbo compiler, it is available in the cloud server. It is taking from the cloud server and installing in your Linux operating system. After that you press enter, then it will take 50 seconds or 1 minute it will take. Then after that GCC compiler installed in your Linux operating system, then only the compilation, execution, everything will work. Otherwise it is showing that there is no GCC compiler, so that you cannot execute the C program like that. So first you can do this one. Already I have done. So after installing your Turbo C in your Linux machine, after that for compilation you have to type CC. CC means C compiler, then give one space, then minus O. Minus O means, you know that there are many sub commands are there in each command. This compilation also sub command is there. It means we have to show the output file. Actually the file which we typed our C program is hello.c, but we have to show that, we have to see the output, no, so that we have to we have to tell the output file name to this compiler. For this we have to use this minus O means output. So followed by, we can type the output file. Output file is just I am typing welcome, one space. What is our actual file name? hello.c. So what I have done here, hello.c is my input file. That file I have to compile by using CC. Then the output I have to store it into some other file. That file name is welcome. For representing this file name, output file name welcome, before that we have to use minus O represents output. Now I press enter. CC command not found. apt, it is not permanent OS which is in my system. That is the reason here. GCC compiler I am going to install. See this, it is installing. Just you press yes here, it will take few seconds. Yeah, completed. Now what happened? GCC compiler successfully installed into my Linux machine. Then I use clear here. Now I am going to compile my C program, after that execution. So how can I compile? CC followed by minus O output, then output file name welcome. After that my file name, C file name hello.c. Then now it compilation is over. Are you seeing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, compilation is done. Then I have to execute. So what I have to do, already I shown you how to execute the shell program the similar way, // from the home directory only we can execute any program. That's why here. Then what is our output file name?
Welcome, sir.
Welcome, very good. Just you type welcome, then we get the output. See this? What is the output we are getting? Welcome to Visual Editor, which we already typed in our C program. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
VI, then my file name is hello.c. Just I enter into my file name. What I am going to do, see, if we use here /n means it will print in the new line. Insert /n, then escape WQ. And now we compile the same program. See this? Now I execute this. What happened? New line added here. Now just I used to use that new line, so that the next command prompt is in the next line. This is simple thing. Or else why I am doing all those things means every program you have to do like this only, all 12 programs. VA editor. If you want to use, if you want to come down or anything, that special command only you have to use, that too which is in command mode. You have to ensure that whether your VA editor is in command mode or insert mode. If you type any command in the insert mode, it won't work. If you type any text in the command mode, it won't work. You please ensure that one. Okay. So now you have to check. Now I am going to use command, so that by pressing escape, now I am in command mode. Just to come down. If you want to come down, we have to use the key J. Okay, left means H, down means J, up means K, right side means L. Okay, down. Here also down, I press enter. So insert and then enter. I can go up. Okay, it is in insert mode now. Okay, first we have to ensure command mode, then up. Here I am typing scanf, insert mode, then SCANF, scanf, %d, comma. I am going to read some value. %d, comma. I'm going to print A. If you do anything wrong, then like this only it will come. Okay, now come to command mode, then left. Any mistake? Yeah, we have to declare the variable. No, we are using the variable A. There is no declaration. So first we have to declare it. Here we have to declare here. Int A. Why I am taking this much time? When you practice, then only you come to know, because there nothing will work here. We have to use everything command only. So now everything is okay. Now we can save this file. Okay, now we'll check it. Compilation, yes, it is done. Then execution. File name is output file name is welcome. So what happened here? That a printf statement we have written welcome to Visual Editor, done. Now in the scanf statement, the program is reading the input from the user. That is why the mouse cursor is blinking. Previously it is in the dollar symbol. Okay, now it is not in the dollar symbol. It means it is waiting for some input. Otherwise in the program itself you can type it printf enter the value of A. Then it is showing, then we can type. Obviously we have written program so that we know that we have to type some value, integer value. So because that variable belongs to integer data type, so I am typing 5, then enter. What happened? The same output displayed. I have given input as 5, the same 5 printed, and then we are getting this is simple C program. So likewise we can do the C programming in this shell programming. So I shown you how can you use shell commands and then programming. Okay, script also we will see in the program later. Okay, this is the way we have to do the program, and also keep a set of commands in a single file so that we can execute all of a sudden or sequentially the commands will be executed. So all the commands we can execute in a single file. So practice is much more required. Otherwise, by saying this for 1 hour or 2 hours, it is not sufficient. So everything practice is required. Then some of the comments are there. So all these things you can practice. See, if you use small o means next line it will go. If you want to insert any text in your file, then if you press small o, that command small o, what happened? Next line it will be. If you want to type anything in the next line, you have to press small o. Capital R means replace. Example, I will show you so that only you can understand. Test tes dot txt file I'm going to create. In this file I am typing something. Like these 4 lines are there. Now I want to replace the 4th line. 4th line, one word is there, no Q, W, E, O, U. If I want to replace this entire line, what I have to do? Just I have to press capital R. First you have to go to command mode by pressing escape. After that press capital R. Okay, then you can replace. So here press capital R, Then see this, the entire, how many characters are there? 6 characters are there. All 6 characters will be replaced. See this. Correct or not? Previously some other character is there. Now that character replaced by new characters. H, J, F, D, A, K, F. This is called replacing. Likewise, many commands are there. If you use small I means what is that? Whatever the cursor is there in your file, the same point if you want to insert, you have to use small I. Okay, capital I means beginning of your current line. In the PPT also I already explained you, just to you can practice one by one like this. If you want to delete, for example, I want to delete F, then what I have to do? First we have to keep the cursor there, come out from this. Now the cursor is in F. Now we have to press X, then deleted, K deleted, A deleted, D deleted, like that. Small x means delete the current character. And then if we want to delete the entire line, for example, in my example, in my file, third line completely I am going to delete. I want to delete. Then what I have to do? First I have to keep my cursor in the third line, first character. After that I have to press D. Small d is there, no? 2 times you have to press, that entire line will be deleted. Check it, I am doing now. First I have to go up. Then I have to go to the first character. But now what is my intention? I want to delete that entire third line all of a sudden by using only one command. Then what I have to do? If you use X, what will happen? One by one you have to delete your character. Okay, but if you want to delete the entire line, then you have to use D. See, just I am pressing D 2 times, then entire line deleted. See this. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Likewise, you can check all the comments. I read out some of the important comments. Small o, capital R replacing, capital O before the current line if you want to put anything. Capital I means beginning of current line. Small x means delete the current line. DD means current line. DW means current word. This also I will show you here. For example, see the second line. In second line, how many words are there? In the second line, how many words are there?
3, sir.
Yes, very good. So in these 3 words, I am interested to delete my first word in the second line. In the second, you have to use the command W. So I am going to press now D followed by W. Then what happened? The particular line, the first word will be deleted. It means wherever your cursor is there, that particular word will be deleted. DW. See this? One word deleted. Okay, like that you can practice all those things.